Welcome back, guys, to Oriental Empires, guys. It's been a really cool Let's Play, but we've got a lot of work to do. As we can see over here in Chengdu province, we have an uprising by the Red Eyebrow Rebels. And these guys have actually won some battles here. We've won some as well, but there are so many of them here, they almost make up a third or maybe even half of our entire kingdom. So one thing I'm going to do is go straight to Jiaming. I know that there is an army on the way, but I want to be even more prepared, so I'm going to start building some peasant militia. I'm going to start building some noble chariots. It looks like we can't get those noble chariots. That's okay. We will get more peasant militia. Believe it or not, these guys, when forced to, can be extremely formidable fighters. We also have this army, led by a noble chariot. I'm going to be overstepping the town a little bit. Take a look over here as well. I also want the units in P to be quite well-staffed, so we'll go into P. We'll go ahead here and we'll get some more units. And here we can actually get some peasant light archers, which we really need, as well as some peasant militia and some nobles. And this is making me realize that if we win this rebellion, obviously if we don't, we're probably going to lose the game. If we do win this rebellion, we absolutely need to start building up our military assets. Sure, we do have some decent military assets in terms of, being able to go ahead and attack the enemy quite quickly with a large force, but we don't have the technology needed to beat a lot of these really basic tribes, or a lot of these really basic bandit clans. So like in this town, for instance, Jidong, we're going to have to build some peasant militia here. Let's recruit a few because the bandits are attacking, and that obviously calls for some help. We're also sending back our armies to our lands, so even though we are at war with Zhu, we're not going to continue the war for now, and in fact, we might consider a peace deal. We've also got our faction leader, Wei Yi, and he's way back here. I know, worst pun in the world, but I had to do it. Now, of course, we are going to move forward with our guys, but once I get them here, hopefully the rebels don't attack. If they do attack us, we need to send more men here. We need reinforcements. So we're moving forward, and of course, there is a battle in B. It's against some just random bandits, but these guys could easily become part of the Red Eyebrow Rebels, so I hope that our men are ready to deal with them. And we got some chariots on the way. Are the chariots attacking? No way, man. Let's see if anything's going on over here. Battle of Jiaming. Okay, so they are going to Jiaming, and I think that's going to be a much more interesting battle. No offense to our friends at P. This is also the battle that means a lot to us. We must win here. We're going to be fine at P as far as I can tell, but our men must get a victory against these rebels now. We've got to start winning battles, and we've got to start winning them consistently. Come on, men, for Shu! I just wish we could control our men, because then I would send this cavalry on the flank. And there we go. Some of the traitorous rebels are already running away. They deserve nothing more than complete and utter destruction after attacking our city. Let's make sure P is fine. And yes, those rebels, as far as I can tell, are going to get the hell out of here. Take a look back here, see how they're doing. Our men are doing great. We've got some reinforcements incoming. But we've also got some rebels moving towards B. Battle to the north. Oh no, don't tell me that we're being attacked by Zhu forces. We are, guys. The Zhu forces have found us. We just found a small group of Zhu warriors. Now we're fighting them as well. We're fighting on multiple fronts. This is definitely the Warring States era, but I think we might have actually caught one of their nobles, certainly one of their noble chariots, and we just obliterated it. So that's a nice little victory there. Let's see what's happening here. It looks like that was a victory for us near Jiaming. We've got to keep boosting that army, and we've got to move back to take Chengdu back, guys. That's going to be the most important thing of this entire part of the campaign. We can't even have normal diplomacy without taking back that city. We look like weaklings, like cowards. We've lost our own city to peasants. This is unacceptable. Rally yourselves, boys. The question's going to be if we win this war. In fact, forget if. When we win this war, what are we going to do with the enemies of the people? The enemies of the great and mighty Shu Empire. What are we going to do to the people in this city? Do we blame them? I don't know, guys. It's really your call. Alright, I think that's about it. We've got some bandits over here to the east of Jitong. We should probably deal with them quickly as well. But there we go, guys. So far, we're still alive. Kind of. So we're going to move this unit into P. We're, of course, going to continue moving with these guys as soon as possible. And the same with our faction leader. He's coming back as well. Jitong seems pretty prepared for a peasant rebellion, so I'm going to attack, believe it or not. But at the same time, we still have money to spend. I am going to build some more forces here at Jitong. So let's go ahead and get some of these peasant spearmen. They seem to be doing a pretty good job, and we still got trade going. Of course, poor Chengdu is not involved in this trade, and they could be really doing well with it. They could be benefiting big time. So we're going to send our units from... Actually, let's just move into P. We could actually attack. I think we could do that and surprise the rebels. We've got some archers, etc., a few combined arms. And now the rainy season is here. It's raining, it's nasty, but nonetheless, we're also going to send some more spearmen out. I'm sending them this way, and I'm sending the main army that way as well. We don't have a main general actually helping us here, but we must be on the offensive. We can't stop now. I'd love to build some, maybe some, you know, war factories, things like this, but I just don't think we're at that point yet. We're at that stage. We've just got to play this cool. One thing I will do is try to make sure that we're building farms in all of our provinces, including Wuyang. Wuyang seems to not want to grow at all, let's just be honest. Which is okay, it is what it is. I'm just making sure there's no bandits near it, but why would they want anything to do with it? It's a terrible place to be. Let's end the turn. Now we have a tech warning. We definitely want to take that tech along. So I think I'm going to go for the Oracle Bones. This would increase our authority. We certainly had an issue with authority, and I think it's probably a good idea. It's also on the way to be able to enlist a she. I don't know what a she is, unless we're referring to genders here, but I'm assuming it's important. So we're going to go ahead. And, of course, the Battle of P is happening again. The enemy is still charging here. I'm hoping that our home army is going to be able to hold them off, guys. And over here, we've got another battle going on. Charge, boys! For your ancestors! Oh, I don't like that downward advance at all. That downward flank the enemy just did. Hopefully we can offset it. A lot of their units are actually running back here, sort of getting behind us, and I am not a fan of that. So, hopefully we defeat them. We have another battle at the north. And this time, my goodness, we're fighting forces loyal to Chu. Is Chu against us now? Have they joined with Zhu against the mighty Shu Empire? This is going to be a tough one, guys. So now, of course, we're at war with these guys. I'm going to pause right here because I want to get a view at what's happening back home as well. But if we're at war with them as well, we've got some serious problems here. And we need to be able to fix them quickly. Come on, men. Crush the rebels. And there we go. We've got some rebels already tearing away. Let's hope that our men can finish off the rest. I have known you to be strong warriors. Up here in the north, it looks like we also repelled the enemy. And of course, we could start moving towards the city at this point with two massive armies. I mean, just to take back one of our own cities, look how much work it's taking. And of course, we're still not that much closer to the city. We have killed a lot of these rebels, but overall, we've got a lot of work to do, my friends. And that's a major city. That's the second largest city in our empire. First one is, of course, P. We can't let it fall, but to see that happen is tragic, to be honest. And we actually have a Zhu army following us here. Do we turn back and fight as honor wills us to do so, or do we keep moving back home? I think we keep moving back home and try to broker a peace deal really soon. Alright, beautiful. We're advancing with our army even more, and of course we need archers in that army for it to be sustainable. Now we're the ones soaking up all of the farmland. Seems a little weird to be the ones doing this. Usually it's the enemy, but what the hell? There's a first time for everything, and we're headed straight for Chengdu. We're going to do the same with this unit, straight for Chengdu. Even though they don't have archers, they should be able to put up some sort of fight, and these are our allies. Let's hope they don't backstab us. These are our vassals, in fact, Queen Guo. So hopefully he's going to help. While he's helping, we're still moving these armies down south, and I hope to get them there very soon. But we've also got this large army over here that is from Jitong province. We could keep chasing bandits, or we could head back to Jitong. And I know that we're eventually going to come and clash with those bandits again, but hopefully not very soon. So I'm heading back to Jitong province. Could also get some farms going. Now things are a little more peaceful. I should probably build some more units at P just to be safe. What I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to get some peasant light archers. I'm going to get some peasant light spearmen. And we're going to build, yes, a civic center here. So let's go ahead, specifically something that can increase the way our men fight. So this would be making more reliable fighters. The armor would give them some armor. The weaponsmith would make some better weapons, and of course this would give us cavalry. I think I'm going to go for the money saver, the weaponsmith. I know it's not that expensive, but we're about to finish the cavalry stable, and then of course we can focus on building cavalry. Let's end this turn, hopefully on to victory at Chengdu. Technology warning, of course we want to go ahead and work on our technology, and we've been going down the 5 elements path, but we can now get to the acupuncture path, which is actually going to lower disease outbreak, lower sickness, and since we're in a battle to try to win our people's minds, we might want to do that. We could also go straight for crossbows, cavalry crossbows, which seems amazing. And this is knowledge development rate would increase. Mathematics. I think I'm going to take mathematics. It's the highest one on the tier, but it's going to make everything else go a lot faster. So let's hope that I'm correct in my assumption, and let's end the turn right here. Glory to the Shu Empire! And now, guys, we're trying to take back Chengdu. I promise you this, their leaders, the leaders of this rebellion, will be put to the pike. We'll put them on top of a spear, put them outside of the city of Chengdu as a warning to any other rebels ever attempting something like this. Looks like we've got a few of them already trying to attack us here. Are they archers? They sure are. And they don't want us getting close to their city. Our city, I should say. Let's go, boys. Where did one half of our army just disappear? Don't tell me they defected to the rebels. We already had that happen once. That would not be good. Although I see them... Well, I see their banner here. But they very well may have defected to the rebels, guys. Breach the city walls. Look how many of them there are waiting, man. They are ready for a fight. They've decided they're going to rebel, and they will rebel to the death. So we definitely need some assistance here. Let's also not forget that every time we fight the enemy with our units, they regain, or they gain a level, I should say. Now, over here, we've already killed a few of the enemy attacking us from the flank, keeping our focus away from the city. Let's stop that. Get out of here, traitors! Already breaking in over here as well, guys. I mean, this city is huge, and even our spearmen are having, are finding it difficult to break into this massive city. The fact is, this is why this wasn't just a basic rebellion. There are a lot of enemies here. A lot of people willing to die to fight against the Shu Empire and possibly even try to start an empire of their own. And we just can't have that. So... fortunately, we just lost one group right there that retreated. They didn't want any more of this battle. We have some more men coming in, though. Hopefully they can change things, at least a little bit. I like to think most of our men have stayed loyal to Shu, but a lot have, of course, a lot of are running away. We just are hoping that they're not going to join the enemy. And over here, they're still holding the city. There's no doubt about it. We did send a few in, but I'm concerned that they're holding it for good. At least temporarily. for this battle, definitely. Got some more of their scouts out here off to the west. At least they're retreating. And I like to think that some of our men stayed loyal. I do see 2 peasant long spearmen and noble axemen still in the fight. So I'm hoping that they haven't given up. And look at this massive group of rebels. Man, there are so many. It's like almost every citizen in the city. Some are even standing at the market buying fresh fruit. Maybe some Szechuan spices. But we definitely didn't take the city this turn. So we're going to have to try again, without a doubt. That is definitely interesting. Interesting situation, to say the least. So, we do have some of our men close by. So, army defects to the peasants. What did I tell you? Look at that. How did they defect at those numbers? Unbelievable. So, at this point, we're going to have to go ahead and build some more men. Now, we do have a noble here. So, this is a good sign. We also have some trained chariots and some trained light horse archers. I think this is going to be very helpful. But as you can see, the closer we get, the farther we get, if that makes sense. So we absolutely need to get those armies home. This war with Zhu has cost us so much. We should have just been at home fighting peasants, but we had to have all the glory. And of course now winter is upon us. This is going to complicate things. But we do have a large army at P, and I'm wondering if we could just send them out, strike our old traitorous army down. We are within our own actual land, so we could possibly do that, and I like to think we have damaged the enemy. We also have some units here in their area, but we don't have any actual bowmen to take the city. So I need your thoughts, guys. What should we do here? How do you think we're doing so far? And as always, have an awesome, awesome day. Don't forget, we've got a new member of our family, a new member of our faction, Jing. I'm probably saying that totally incorrectly, but I like to think I tried. Take care, guys.